those are things that would be cool if they happened, but if they didn't, I think like there's this assumption that just because someone is older, there's this ticking time clock of either is your purpose going to be fulfilled because you have a family or is it not? And it's like, as you grow older, you just realize it's not that big of a deal to hit these milestones that the world puts on you. It's like if she has these 3 kids and this $1 million husband, then it's fine. But if not, it's okay, and life moves on.
Well, I mean, it's not a societal pressure necessarily. There's a biological pressure too.
It is also a societal pressure.
Yes,
but
you
can
it's not
read the
just
comments. These are not about like her biology. It's the comments are about societally she's sturdy.
Well, the comments are not really part of the conversation.
But those are part of society because we're performing on a stage right now.
Yes, there is a societal, I suppose, some degree of societal expectation, but there's a biological reality that you have a limit in terms of when you can get pregnant and bring that child to term. Hold on, why don't we do this TTS while we're...
I personally am looking to freeze my eggs and then have surrogates and then start a family when I'm like 40. Okay,
but you have the money to do that. And it's not a guarantee that even works. See, that's a surrogate's very expensive. Like, so most women cannot afford to do that.
But that's why I'm saying I am.
Okay. But
I'm not speaking for all women.
That's fine, but you're certainly an outlier. You make $3 million a year.
That's why I'm not speaking for all women. I'm speaking for me.
But so the biological reality holds for most women that if they want to have kids, they need to do it by a certain age.
I think the biological reality is if it doesn't work out with a person, then I'm just not going to have kids with them. Even if it's too late for me, and I can't afford a surrogate, then I'm just not going to have kids with them.
Well, that certainly would be the biological reality. If you're 40 or 45, then it is the reality. You're not going to be able to have kids, most likely.
I'm not really sure with what you're trying to say. I'm just trying to say that for a lot of women, it's not necessarily like a mandatory part of their lives to start a family anymore.
No, of course not. It's not mandatory.
It's cool if we do, but it's not really a goal I aim for to become a milestone in my life.
Would you agree, though, that generally speaking, most women want to have a family, want to have kids? Not all, but most women.
I don't know if most women right now want to have a family.
Okay, most.
I think you want me to say that, but I don't think a lot of women, especially now that they have their own jobs and are able to do more things with their lives and also have kids at a later age, a lot of women don't really want kids right now. I don't think, are you sure you want kids right now?
Well, we're not talking about me.
I'm asking you.
Do I want kids? Well, perhaps in the future, but
but it's not like you're like gung-ho about like the next woman I meet must carry my child. It's like...
That's not what we're talking about, though.
What are we talking about?
We're not talking about the gung-ho-ness with which you're trying to find someone to have kids with, although perhaps as you start... Well, I think, honestly, you should actually start quite young trying to find a long-term partner.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, I'm not...
What if I don't want to?
Well, you're free to do whatever you want, but me personally, I'm not really...
How old are you?
33, but I'm not in favor of hookup culture.
Then you wouldn't...
I don't think hookup culture is good for society.
Can I ask the last time you hooked up with somebody?
Bro,
let's not be roasting. Let's not be roasting.
Sydney, you fucking like derailed the conversation.
I'm sorry.
Well,
just like random.
The conversation has been derailed so far, and I've been wanting to talk about something for so long.
We do need to do the TTS though. So, by the way, Dank Naked, thank you, man. The TTS is broken. I apologize, but we'll do a spoken TTS. Go ahead, Kazumi.
I must just rip the Band-Aid off. Also, Dank Naked, I speed read this. Doesn't go outside. I could tell. But do you really think a man that has enough money to support a family with 3 kids would be looking for a 30-year-old or someone that is younger and more fertile? It's very unlikely. I beg you to leave Reddit, bro. Dude, I also think it's really obvious he is not a guy coming into a single mom with 3 kids. I think we're talking about her starting a family, which is also a normal age. Anyways, and also touch some grass.
She's kind of hot. She would be a hot mom
she's
of 3.
absolutely hot. It's not 100%. Even a kind of.
Like this.
No, like she's like super sexy. Where did the kind of come from?
I was like rounding.
If someone called me kind of hot, I would shoot myself in the face. In GTAs.